like Jackson, like in mint condition, I mean, that could be $5, $6, $7 grand, you know, and if you have fucking 10 of them, you know, and then you have all these other ones, and that's not even like a crazy guitar. I mean, there's just like new guitars that are way more than that. Like this guitar, you know, Mayonnaise. There's people who have
there's
like
a lot
fucking
of craftsmanship that goes into that.
Yeah, these Mayonnaise guitars, they can get up to $4 grand, $5 grand, and like fully custom. But there's people who have like 5 or 6, and like they're just like our age, which is like crazy. It's like,
that is kind of insane.
Right. So then it's like, did your parents spend 30 grand on you to get like
for real?
Not 30, but yeah, you know. So.
But like 15 or 20 grand.
But
I mean, still.
if I wasn't willing to just randomly drop $3 grand on my guitar, that would make me slightly a wreck.
Bro, I think all of us are slightly a wreck. I think so. Everybody in their own right. I mean, I went through a slightly wrecked phase. Slightly irresponsible phase. I was looking at, you know, because I'm trying to get a house. I was looking at my W-2s from 2016 to my present like checks and income and everything, and 2016 was a great year as far as making money. I think I was bartending full time at Papado, and I mean, I would have competitions with another bartender there. It'd be like, "Ooh, I bet I can work more hours than you," and that was our competition. I think he worked 64, I worked 67 in 1 week.
Oh shit!
And so I mean, like, working. You know, we're just in there fucking powering through it, and the money is a secondary, you know, cause. We're just trying to get the hours in, you know. And so I was looking at my W-2s, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, dude, I used to make some money back in the day without even realizing it. I just didn't have the best spending habits back then. Right. And going into 2017, you kind of saw it taper off the first half of the year because I quit Papado about 6 months into the year. And then that's when I started training like full time. Oh, right. Was just brainwashed into thinking
which that's money that's going into that, you know.
Oh yeah, money going into that, but then also money going into food, and then, you know, extra training.
When
and
you're actually training, it's not just the gym dues.
Oh,
you know?
No, not at all.
Like,
you've got your gym dues, your private lessons, you've got your like food costs.
Also the fact that like you're not just going to wear some $10 Walmart shorts.
Exactly.
Like,
you buy the gear, you step up your
gear,
game.
and then like if you're taking it seriously,
representing.
Like, you need like you don't need the nicest gear, but you need gear that's not quality. You need quality.
Because you're going to beat the shit out of it.
Right, exactly.
It's going to wear and tear.
So like you have
hard.
to find the good medium between price and quality. That's good for like you, because like not everybody can wear the same, you know, shit. But so that's money. Right. But then just like eating clean if you choose to. That is,
which is something that in the fight game, it's kind of weird. But when I take someone down and I'm on top of them and they're trying to escape, I'm like, dude, there's no way you ate as many sweet potatoes as me. Yeah, there's no way you skipped out on dessert.
I don't think about that
there's
at all.
No way you skipped out on dessert as many times as me.
At all.
There's
that's
no way.
So funny.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know. That's what I think. But I'm also someone who's like over the top into nutrition. That's like, you know, every time I eat something, I'm like, this is going to give me these perks. This is going to give me these bonuses that someone else who isn't necessarily into the nutrition game, they might be focusing on their strength and conditioning more than me, and they have those perks. Right. But, you know, that's just the way I think when I fight sometimes. I mean, also I have those thoughts. It's like, okay, I'm not going to quit. You know who my coach is. You know, you know who trains me.
We can't.
You know, I mean, we don't stop. You know, we don't get tired. You know, I still have those thoughts, but that's something personal, I think, that's unique to me, that it's like, oh, dude, there's no way you ate as much, like, as many sweet potatoes as me, dude. Like, no way.
You did not hit 120 grams of protein as many days.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like, dude, you did not measure out. Because, dude, there was a time where I was measuring out every single meal. I was measuring out my protein, my fat, my carbs, and I was staying under a certain amount of grams of sugar.
I measure my dinner, basically, and I monitor, like, mentally my day, breakfast, and lunch, but I do, like, weigh out, like, my chicken and like, stuff at dinner, because sometimes we eat too late, and I don't want to have, like, a ton of protein, but, like, I need a good amount, so then I'm, like...
Before bed?
Right, yeah, like, if I eat too late, I don't want to have, like, 9 ounces of chicken, like, on accident, like, tons of chicken and rice and all this stuff. I would rather be like, okay, I want to hit, like, 7, and, like, just, and, like, actually hit 7.
I think that's important. I think that's a good that you were doing that.
But it's me being, like, kind of anal. I mean, I guess the extra couple ounces of chicken don't hurt.
I think I would,
but I'm also trying to lose
protein.
weight. I'm always trying to lose weight.
If you try to boost your protein and your fat content at night, though, and you cut back on the carbs, you're going to see results there. If you eat carbs late at night, you're going to hold on to some weight.
I don't. I don't.
Okay.
When I do have carbs, it is when we have early dinners, and it's I have the carbs if I have just worked out.
Yeah, because you need those carbs to recover too.
Exactly. But if it's a rest day, I'll maybe have my carbs in the morning, or if I'm working out in the morning, or if I'm going to have an active morning, I'll have my carbs in the morning, and then I go pretty low carb, high fat, high protein the rest of the day.
That's pretty good. That's
but
good to
if
hear.
like, when it's late at night, like we'll constantly be making dinner, and we cook like almost every meal. So she'll have rice, and then I'll have like a spoonful of rice. You know what I mean? Like a couple spoonfuls of rice if I'm trying to do like low carb that day because like I didn't work out and it's a rest
you do
day.
like a fistful.
Yeah. I don't do
fist.
I'm just saying I don't do like a full cup of rice,
right,
or
okay.
a cup and a half or 2 cups because a lot of those like servings of rice are like huge sometimes, and you're like,
for sure,
right, and especially if you like go out too. Like anytime I go out, I always say half. Like if I do go to Chipotle and get a burrito. Or a bowl. I get bowls now, but I'm like half rice, please, like half as much.
Man, when we were lifting back in the day, we would be like, "Hey, can I get extra rice? Can I get one more scoop?"
That sounds good,
dude. We would load up on carbs. There was one point in my life where I was trying to hit like 390 grams of carbs a day.
I've never done that.
Which I think now with what I know, I think it's terrible for your body.
Yeah,
in the long run,
I could never do that.
I think honestly you should try to the amount of calories that you take in, the quality of the calorie you take in, you should account that, because that accounts in longevity. Those habits build up over time, and if you're carb loading all the time, that's expending and burning a lot of energy. I feel like that burns life force. Like you can't sustain that. That's
also like another reason why like I don't like going to eating a huge dinner if I'm eating really late, because I feel like I just don't sleep as good. You know what I mean? I wake up and it's not digested anyway, and it throws off like my bowel movement, and then like fucking just everything's off.
If I eat too late, or if I eat laying down at night,
I never do that.
Yeah, or even if I'm laying down and sitting up and watching TV or something in bed.
Yeah.
I'll wake up with this sharp pain in my stomach. My brother gets it too. I know this girl that we used to eat in bed together, and she would wake up, I have a stomach ache. I'm like, yeah, me too. It's because we ate while we were laying down, or we ate at 12 o'clock in the morning and we went to bed at 1.
Right, exactly.
So I don't think that's good. I think eating maybe giving yourself an hour and a half or 2 hours.
That's what we always try to do. That's what we always try to do now. So like sometimes like if I do eat late at like 8:30 or 9, like dinner at like 9, I'm like, all right, babe, like we're staying up till 11.
Yeah.
So. And then we do.
Yeah, you gotta give yourself time to like be moving around a little bit.
Right, I'll be like, let's not just sit on the couch right now. Like let's just stand up for like 30 minutes and like play with
clean
Rocco.
up or rock.
Yeah, clean up. Let's do dishes. Let's get everything done, and then we'll sit on the couch like the last 30 minutes and let it all come down.
Yeah,
and chill. So
yeah, dude, I've been trying. Okay, I take that back. I haven't been trying at all. I've been thinking about trying to shut off electronics like at least 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I hear that you're supposed to do it maybe an hour or 2 hours before bed, but that's like
extreme.
Yeah, it's pretty extreme.
Like, you want me to not consume any media after 7? Like,
yeah, I'm like, it kind of.
that's
kind of part of my wind down routine. Yeah, I gotta check emails. Yeah, I gotta prepare for the next day. You know, and everything is so electronic nowadays.
Right, you can just make like goals of like no social media after 7.
Exactly. Like, I put limits on my phone for that reason. Yeah. Like, I'll be on social media. I'll see that little hourglass come up, and I'm like, okay, I need to get off here.
Right.
You can choose to ignore them. If it's in the middle of the day, but if that hourglass comes up in the middle of the day, that means you've been on social media for a long time during the day anyway, so you should probably chill out.
Right.
And I think social media has like a lot of pros and a lot of cons as far as the way it makes you behave.
Yeah.
I feel like some people get so obsessed with the way other people are living and thinking that they think that they need to like be a certain status, or I think it comes back to that competing with the Joneses type mentality, but you're competing with every Joneses out there.
You're also competing with like your own depression. and your own self and your own anxieties. So that's why like you're taking comfort in the fact that other people are accomplishing things.
Yeah.
But like you're not. But you're not.
No. I think subconsciously,
right,
it takes more of a toll.
Right.
Also, I heard on another podcast, there's a girl who has, I don't know, like upward of 300,000 followers, and she's only like 19, and most of the pictures of her in a bikini or showing her ass or just like her just
so she's
living
talented.
Yeah, exactly. She's got a
what's
lot
her
of
Instagram?
talent. I know, right? Oh my god. And the guy who was on the podcast, he's like, dude, I follow her too, but I'm different. I'm trying to save her, I'm different than those other guys.
Yeah. The male femme.
There hasn't been any psychological like research or studies that have come out that show the effects of what that does to a person. Like imagine like a girl, just a normal ass girl who's pretty attractive. Girls don't even have to be attractive these days. You just fucking post a picture of your butt and you get, 40,000 likes. That's no bueno. Yeah, exactly. Like that right there. Look, that's just what talent. But what an ass too, Like still, I'm not gonna lie, but let me see how many likes. Let's see that one right there at the yellow.
7,000. That's pretty. I mean, that's like nothing.
That's on the lower scale. That one right there got 8.
Yeah, screw this Instagram.
Yeah, she sucks. I like the name of that one. What? That's a dude.
Okay, that's a rugby player.
No, he got 411 likes though.
Didn't even have to show his ass. Taking a selfie, 233 likes. Okay, this girl's sad.
That girl's, yeah. And she got 100 likes. I bet that boosted her confidence. Let's see. Not a lot of followers. Yeah, see, okay, that's kind of a normal looking Instagram though.
It's a normal human being.
I'm with my friends. I'm
at a concert. So
was
there just like a hashtag that was like
ass? Hashtag ass.
Yeah. Don't like it. Don't like it.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's a good. I don't think that has any good psychological benefits to it. No. Can you imagine the amount of dick pics that girl gets?
Oh, yeah.
Unwanted, unwelcome, unsolicited dick pics. I can't imagine
it's a travesty.
That. Oh my god! I only sent mine because everybody else is doing it, but
I sent like 50. They're all from different ones, though.
Oh my god!
It's the same dick pic, but 50 catfish.
Ah, I see.
Right. Yeah. Because I want it to be mine.
Right.
But, catfish to be better looking human.
True.
About 14 of them are Bradley Cooper.
Oh my god! Shut the fuck up.
All that is a lie.
Oh my god! Yeah. This is
But if you want to know something sketchy kind of about that, the other day there's a racetrack that's by my work. It's in the sketchy part of Dallas.
Yikes.
Right? This may involve some kind of sting operation, so stay tuned for that.
Wait.
Exactly. So to start this, I go to the gas station to get my Celsiuses, 2 for $4. They're the only place around that does it. It's a great deal.
Celsius. Drink it.
Exactly.
One cup of coffee.
Well, their pre-workouts are 2 for $5 there too, which is a great deal.
And a Celsius is, correct me if I'm wrong, 1 can is like a cup of coffee?
Yes, it might be a little more or a little less. I'm not too remembering, but I remember it being. But also the pre-workouts are definitely way more. It's a pre-workout.
Oh, I would imagine.
It's 300 milligrams of coffee. Those are
300 milligrams of caffeine?
Yeah, caffeine. I don't know what the small.
I think a coffee has 80 to 120 depending on the brew.
Okay, so 1 Celsius is 2 cups of coffee then, I think.
Well, how many servings are in that can?
1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But also, who drinks a little, I think a cup of coffee is literally 8 ounces. I don't know.
You usually have 2.
At Starbucks?
Their tall is still like a cup and a half, it feels like.
Yeah, I think.
Which is their smallest.
Small is 12
it's called
ounces.
The tall. Yeah, I think their small is 12 ounces. So.
Yeah, I don't think anybody sells 8-ounce anything anymore.
Right. That's an espresso.
If you ask for
That's
water
an espresso
cup,
shot.
If you ask for a water cup at a restaurant and they give you one of those little plastic
You're
clear
like,
cups,
no, can I have a big cup and just give me water, please?
Yeah, exactly.
No, thank you. I'm not.
But you're getting water.
You're like, oh, I'm also not 4,
yeah,
or I'm not 16, and I'm not going to get the Baja Blast in the clear cup at Taco Bell. And
I might
get
take
mad.
a shot of it,
yeah.
And then get my water, but I'm not going to drink a whole Baja Blast.
But anyway, so yeah, I pull up to the racetrack. I go in. This one is it's right next to the bus station, a brand new bus station in a very sketchy part of Dallas. and it's a really nice racetrack. It has an outdoor like seating area that's covered with fans, like USB charging ports at like every little thing. It's a homeless encampment.
Oh, yikes.
Every time I go there, it is so entertaining. You see prostitutes getting in cars with like sketchy people and driving off. You see homeless people getting in fights. I have walked in the door twice while it's being robbed.
What?
Yeah, kids running out. Well, not robbed, but stealing, running out with things in their hands. Okay. And the second time, the guy, I know those people now. You know, they're like really cool that work there, and I feel so bad for them. We make jokes about it all the time. But I looked at him and go, "Did they just?" And before I finished, he goes, "Yeah, I just don't fucking care, bro. I don't fucking care." And I was like, "Yeah." And then, like we just went, like he just like walked off.
Damn.
But the first time, I was like right after I walked in, and they ran into 2 cops. Like it ended. It was like right there. Like the cops got him.
But did the cops know, or the cops were just walking in?
Because they were running, and like the people like came out, like, and they're like, "Hey," and like the cops were like, "Whoa, what are you?" And like they slowed down when they saw the cop. I mean,
but the cops weren't there because of that reason.
No,
they were just there, and then they were like, "Hey,
cops are always walking in there," and that's another entertaining thing because then you see how these homeless people react to the cops. Sometimes I'll sit there for like 5 minutes after I get gas and like drink a little bit of my Celsius, or if like I got a pack of almonds or something, I'll eat it, you know, and like just watch this great, and I'll listen to a podcast and like watch crazy shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I go in and get my Celsius. There's homeless people fighting over with like one of the employees about the frozen yogurt. Right? Because there's like Froyo, and it's like really cheap, so all the homeless people get it in the summer. You know, it's like 99 cents, and they get a huge thing of it. And he was like eating some and then getting more, and like got caught, and he was fighting. So it was a big argument, drama. I get out, I go to my car, and I see that there's like an almost normal-ish, cute-ish looking girl sitting at like the corner table.
Almost normal-ish.
She was pretty cute.
We're in Dallas,
but like the closest I got, I was like, "Oh, you're rough."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're rough. But she was also, like, she didn't look dirty or anything. So I was like, okay, that's, like, interesting. Like, whatever. So I get in my car, and she's looking at me, and I throw a glancing smile. Like a, hey, like, and I have my sunglasses on. My car is tinted.
That's different in Dallas, though.
I look down. I plug in my phone because it's Apple CarPlay. I wait for the CarPlay thing to go away. That takes, like, 2.5 seconds. I click on my podcast. I look up, she's at my window.
Oy.
The passenger window, so the one over, right?
Right.
I start to roll down the window, and I go, are you okay? Do you need anything? As that happens, I literally said, are you okay? I look to the left. There is a cop, 2 cars, parking spots down, right behind where she was. I just didn't see the cop because there was a car, like, parked next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait, so it's parked parallel or it's perpendicular? Like it's looking at you?
No, the car next to me was
parallel.
The cop car was perpendicular, facing me. It was behind the pillar that she was sitting at the corner seat of. So you can't see it when you're walking up on her. You can see there's a car that I just didn't see was a cop car. I didn't make the connection, blah, blah. But then I sat down, because it is pretty hidden with that column. I sat down, then the car pulls away, I guess, when I was doing my phone. But anyway, I roll down the window, I see that there's a cop, and I go, are you okay? Do you need something? And she goes, how much time? And I go, what? And she goes, how much time do you want? And I go, no, I'm good. I'm good. I start laughing, but I'm so scared. She starts grabbing the door handle.
Oh, no.
And shaking it. And my thought was, like, super slow motion was like, please be locked, please be locked. And it's locked. And I'm like, oh, thank God. What if it was unlocked and she just gets in my car and this cop sees that?
Oh yeah, then
that's like
your
that's
word
like
against
that's
theirs
so bad.
and what they saw.
And I go, no, I'm good. And she starts walking off, and she turns around when she's in front of my car. The cop is dead staring at this, right? At me.
She's in between you and the cop now, right?
Well, she's in front of my car. The cop is still to my left, 3 spaces over, and then perpendicular, kind of behind.
Okay,
right.
Okay, I see. Okay, yeah.
He's leaned over, looking, right? She goes, fine, fuck you then.
Damn.
And I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, that looks like
that looks good.
That looks good or
That's
bad.
my favorite.
Right?
Yeah.
And like I'm kind of laughing, but I'm also really scared because of this cop.
Yeah.
So like I'm laughing because like this is just crazy. Like this girl was just at my car. Like this was all happening within like 8 seconds. This is like not. This is really quick. Like the exchange between me and her was maybe 3 seconds long.
What?
Because I was like, "Are you okay? Do you need me?" No time. No, I'm good. Okay, no, I'm good. Like,
yikes.
Like it wasn't
if
a
she
long.
would have gotten in the car, you would have had to have gotten out and been like, "Whoa, get out of my car!"
Exactly,
but like, because the cop is seeing
I
everything.
actually thought about that. Like afterwards, I was like, I should have gotten out of the car, maybe.
Yeah.
And
well,
like, no,
I think because
if she got in,
didn't get in the car, you were good. But if she did get in,
I was playing the situation in my mind.
That cop is like 3, 2.
Well, as I'm leaving, he is just staring me down. He doesn't follow me.
Yeah.
And she just like goes and sits back down. And then so like the whole time I'm just like, what the fuck? And then I tell a couple like friends like Chase and Jacob and Hannah and all them, and then they're like, that sounds like a sting operation. I'm like, yeah, but it's also so close, right? Like she would have to be so like it's either a sting operation or she's like the dumbest prostitute ever.
And a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. You don't know.
Or maybe she's a dumb prostitute and it was a sting.
Right. Who had just gotten caught that morning and she's like, I'll get you someone.
Yeah. Oh, I know someone. I can, they lie their ass off.
I literally gave the most glancing smile. Just like not full smile, no teeth showing. No teeth showing. Barely an emoji.
Yikes.
If one.
Yeah, dude, man.
And then she's at my car. Are you okay? Do you need? Oh no time. Okay. No, I'm good. All right. She's
working over there in Dallas, just going to lunch with the guys. I mean, we've seen so many instances of like, we'll see. We've seen this blonde girl who's like, I mean, shit, I couldn't tell you how much meth this girl has done. She is aged beyond her years.
She is meth.
Yeah, she is meth.
Yeah.
Aged beyond her years and wrinkled like down to the bone, skinny, hair looks like she got shocked, frizzy. Right. Ugh. Yeah, walk out from behind a dumpster.
Sounds so fucking hot.
Yeah. And then like, 2 seconds later, this other dude walks out from behind, also. And you're like, yikes. That I've had some dirty sex. That is dirty. That is gnarly.
That's not
like,
sex.
That's like
addiction manifested in body movement.
Yeah. And like heavy friction. That's not even wet. I don't even understand.
Friction.
That's gross.
It's dirt friction.
That's disgusting. That's gross. We've seen
it's a landslide of filth.
We've seen a different girl go behind there with a sleeping bag, and you feel bad. But you're like,
Dallas has I see so many. I'm telling you, today I saw a girl get in a guy's car. Today at the gas station. Literally, I went there today to get 2 for $4 Celsius. I go there because 2 for $4, so it lasts me 2 days. So I go there like every other day, basically, and get one for like the next 2 days. Or like sometimes I go there to get their fucking like what is it, like the sweet chili Asian almonds?
Yeah,
dude,
I went to go pick up my mother from the airport the other day, and I was driving and I was listening to The Used, jamming out.
Like
and
we were on the other day.
Yeah, exactly. And I stop at this light and I turn and look, and this homeless guy is walking up to my car. And he's like, hey, yo, man, trying to get my attention. And I'm jamming out. I'm doing my own thing. I'm like, dude, I'm here to pick up my mom. I'm not here to take care of you and your bills.
Right.
I've got a lot of bills.
Right.
I'm not here to take care of yours.
Right.
Or your addiction. And, I'm caught between not acknowledging homeless people, but then I'm like, okay, these are humans also. And
something happens where you make the judgment to do it in the second.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's something about
we could talk about it here all day.
Right.
But like in the moment is when I make the decision, because you're just like, I don't want to. First of all, I think I don't want to ignore this human, because I'm sure being a homeless person, they don't get any eye contact.
It's really about how I'm approached. Also, like what they're doing. Like,
man, I looked over there.
I give around $2 to $3 a week. Like,
okay.
If I have like $2 left over from something, it's like right there. Like I do give it away, but like not. When I go to lunch every day at work, like I see anywhere from like 10 to 20 homeless people on like between the stoplights. Like it's almost every
so if you
single
gave,
light.
$3 to 20
I know
homeless
that there's
people.
regular people I see, and like sometimes I give them 2 if I have it. I'm like, hey man, and he's like, thanks.
Yeah, exactly. But I looked at this guy and nodded my head, and he was like, yo, you're not gonna do nothing? And he threw up his hand and dropped down his sign and everything. And then it just changed my attitude, and I was just like, I looked him down and I was like,
he should have walked over and given him $100 bill.
I I should have. I would have been a saint, but I'm not. Far from
That's
it.
what Joel Osteen would have done.
Yeah, Jordan. But I mean, if I had the money to give like that, I guess maybe I would. But also, I'm not gonna feed someone its addiction like that. Like I've gone.
I feel like $10 is like the solid like hookup.
Yeah, but where's that $10 going?
It's true.
You know, what
That's
if he
what I'm
gets
saying. I make the decision then and there.
He gets $10 and then he goes on his drug deal and then he's like high as fuck and you got him high and now he's gonna go commit a violent crime.
Well, I've also given $3 to someone outside of the Quick Trip because sometimes that racetrack doesn't have, because they only have 2 flavors of Celsius and they get run down.
Are you sponsored?
No, this is my favorite drink.
It sounds like you're sponsored.
I only drink water
and Celsius.
That's it. But anyway, so I go to the Quick Trip when they're out of those 2 flavors, and they don't do 2 for $4, but they have all the flavors, so I go get something different. Mm-hmm. And I've given a homeless guy like $3, and then I watched him. He went in and he got a hot dog and like a slice of pizza, and he had water. And he came out and he ate it right then and there. And I was like, that's
hell
what's
yeah.
up.
I mean, I've seen like a homeless guy before too. Like, I mean, I've also seen people with like medical conditions that have like hunched backs and stuff. And like, I mean, I don't know if they're faking or not, but
sometimes you see one where you're like, that's real.
Yeah, you're like, that's real.
There's a dude that has a giant
and there was a
tumor on his
guy
neck.
who was he was inside and he was like getting papers and everything. And I just like was like, oh my God, like this guy's homeless and like he can't go to work.
He's buying cigar papers.
Oh my God. And he was just looking at the paper, but you know, I was like, this guy couldn't work if he wanted to.
Right.
You know, like he can't go out and do what I do and labor away or whatever. And so I got him, you know, like a bunch of snacks, a gallon of water, and, you know, something to read. And I put it in it because he had a cart and I put it in his cart. And I sat there and I watched him for a little bit. He was in the store and I was like, are you going to fucking come outside? I want to see your reaction. And I was like, wait, I was like, wait a second. This is not about me. I was like, I need to get my car. Like, you're getting prideful about this now. So I didn't see what happened. Some other homeless guy could have came and took what he had, but you know, I tried to do my due diligence there and be a decent human
also
being,
never know how they're going to mentally react. Like, I've given I gave the other day it was a couple months ago. I was at the stoplight and I didn't have any money and this guy was staring at me and it says, his sign always says homeless vet, but it's a black dude with braids, short braids though, short, and they're kind of like not well kept. I'll be honest. But he's got Timberlands.
Oh my God.
But they're torn to shit.
But he's got Timberlands.
They're torn to shit. And he's always wearing the same clothes. And they're pretty torn. But he's got a watch. There's something not right about him. But then I'm like, you're here every day, dude. It doesn't matter if I drive by at 11 or 3. You're here. Like, it is every day. And he's always sweating. And he's always, like, I'm like, this guy's like, if he doesn't, like, if he is faking it, he's doing this full time at least.
He's committing to the cause.
You know what I mean? Like, he's at least playing a
full-time
character.
homeless guy.
And then what if he's a college acting student who's doing this for a pay? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no,
like,
I mean,
you have to be a street beggar for 6 months.
Right.
No. But so like I didn't have anything, like no money. But he was like looking at me, and my windows were down, and it was really close because he was standing by the edge. Like we were just a couple feet apart, but like within like eye distance. And I took a swig of my Celsius, and I had another one because it was 2 for $4. And I go, "Hey, bro, you want this?" And he goes, "Is it good?"
What?
I go, "Yeah, they're pretty good." Man. I laughed. I go, "Yeah, they're pretty good. It's literally my favorite energy drink, but it's all right." And he goes, "No, it's good." And he grabbed it, and then the light turned green, and I started going, and he just put it in his pocket. It was 90 degrees outside. It was an ice cold Celsius. He didn't have any drinks around him.
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay.
Well, who knows? He might be saving it, you know, for when he's low, you know. Low on fuel, low on health, on HP. You know,
he can't be too full on it right now.
I know, right?
He can't be like,
he's not at max right now.
He's
for
not.
Sure.
He's not 100%.
Dude, no,
he's half-hearted.
I've been.
For sure.
I was going to the gallery with my brother, and man, that might have been another. I don't know. I always have food with me. You know, like I always pack, you know, an extra meal and an emergency meal, and a lot of times it'll be like almonds and pecans, and then a banana or an orange, and then like 2 water bottles, you know, on the side or something like that. Like I've always got, it's like non-perishable in the moment type deal. It's got its own natural packaging, I guess.
Right.
So I had a little snack pack like that, and I think I had beef jerky too. And I
eat
roll
beef
up to
jerky
the light.
so much, it's
I roll up
stupid.
to the light, and this guy was like, you know, I had my windows down. He's like, "You got any change, man?" I was like, "No, but I mean, I got this pack for you. You hungry?" And I had the water, the banana, you know, everything was in the bag, and then I had the 2 waters. I was like, "You hungry? You thirsty?" And he was like, "I don't want any of that." I was like, "Excuse fucking me?" What?
Like, you get out of your car, beat
his ass, take his money,
and then you take his $6.
Fuck? Yeah, I know. Take the $6
like,
that it took him like 4 days to make.
But then you leave the snacks and water, and you're like, you just bought this with your bad attitude, sir.
Yeah, no, fuck your bad attitude. I ate that snack and I loved it. I mean, it fueled my workout, but
you go to jail
I was kind of thrown off. I was like,
yeah, that's a fucking weird.
I was like, I think you need to be a little more grateful.
He's obviously not like 100% mentally like
sound.
Yeah, not
true.
saying like all homeless people are like stupid, but like they all have. You have to have some kind of mental block at least to not like be actively trying to pull yourself out of homelessness.
True.
Like there has to be a little something else. Like maybe you got there with some really crappy circumstances. Like maybe you're one of the, like
your house burned down.
Yeah, maybe it's one of those like maybe you are a veteran with PTSD and you just can't keep things together and you're just not getting the help you need.
War and that's it,
right.
You know, yeah.
You're not just like, or maybe you're drug addict, like whatever.
I mean, it could happen to anybody in America.
Right.
It happens all over the world.
And also in America, you can pull yourself out of that.
True.
If you're mentally so like if you're
mentally capable.
Right.
Damn, I wonder if there's any studies on, maybe you could look it up, the percentage of homeless people with mental disorders or psychological disorders. I wonder if that's a study that's been done. Because if it is, I mean, we have a homeless problem. We have like an
homelessness and mental health on Wikipedia. So take that
into consideration.
In a study in Western societies, homeless people have a higher prevalence of mental illness. It is estimated that 20 to 25% of homeless people, compared with 6% of the non-homeless, have severe mental illness.
See, but they are also more likely to suffer alcoholism and drug dependency.
Right.
So.
Others estimate that up to 1/3 of homeless people suffer from mental illness. But, like, I mean, I've also talked to some homeless people, not like talked, but interacted with them for 3 seconds where I've given them money where I'm like, you're a normal person, like, completely. Like, but there's been way more, I think, interactions where I'm like, oh, you're not, like, totally cool.
Yeah, you're not completely here still. Yeah.
Like, well, this guy was not homeless, but I walk into Walmart the other day on, like, my lunch break because I was like, okay, I need to get, like, something small. And then I got, like, I needed, like, a salad mix for dinner that night. So, like, I went into, like, the Super Walmart. It's, like, 5 minutes from work. I walk in, and I'm walking to the bathroom because I have to pee real bad because I drink so many Celsiuses and waters.
Jesus
See, that's
Christ.
also the thing is I'm extremely hydrated as well as having a ton of caffeine. Like, I hit a gallon and a half every day, basically. A gallon at least.
If I drink caffeine, I'm just like, shut off.
I don't
want to eat. I don't want to drink.
A ton of water.
I can't have it after 4.
I drink a ton of water. But so I'm walking to the bathroom and I hear someone like yell something and like kind of whistle or like something. And I'm like, someone's calling someone. And then like again, and I look back and it's like a bigger kind of cholo-ish Mexican dude who's wearing like a Texas Rangers jersey, but like a jersey shirt, you know? And it's like...
like a t-shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's oversized. He's a big dude, like squatty, big dude. And he had like a Texas Rangers like New Era hat on and like some jeans. And he walks in and he's like, man, who did your ink? You know, who did your sleep? But like, he's not talking cool. He's kind of talking slow and a little slurry. So he might be a little drunk. He might be on a little drugs. Might be on some pills, or he might not just all be there, or all three, or a combination, or none. I don't know.
One or exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
He's not he's not like 100% just like a normal guy though. Like the way he was talking and like his body language to me, like he almost touched me, and I was about to have like,
you're like ooh, social
but
cues.
also like his body tone was almost violent, dude, because he kind of got close to me, so I was like actually bowing up a little bit, and then he was like, "That's so dope, bro," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, yeah." And then I'm like, "Oh yeah, I got it done at Rebel Muse in Louisville, like blah blah blah." And then I was wearing a shirt, and I got it from Zoomies, and has like a Grim Reaper on the back and some mushrooms, and it says "Have a nice trip," and it's and it's like a tie-dye shirt. And
That's
it's,
very cool,
right? And it's a cool shirt. But I love Grim Reapers and like scythes. That's like a huge part, you know, like audio company, Sci-Fi Audio, all that. Like I love, and it's because of like a few bands growing up that specifically had that. Death, Children of Bodom. I've always loved Grim Reaper and that because of them a lot. But he goes, like, I'm walking and he's walking with me, kind of, because I'm trying to go to the bathroom. I'm trying to like avoid.
Like,
I'm trying to
I gotta
leave,
pee, bro.
Yeah,
I'm on fucking 500 milligrams.
And I parked on the opposite side of the bathroom, so I'm walking. He hit me right after I came in the door, so I'm like really walking, and I'm like almost kind of to the bathroom, and then he goes, "Hey," and I kind of look at him and he goes, "Why the Grim Reaper, bro?" And my first thought is, oh, this means something to him. We're about to throw down. Like, is that like his like
automatically?
Right,
that's where you go.
Right. I know it's kind of racist.
Yeah.
But like his attitude and like his cholo-ness, and his demeanor, like the way he said, "Hey," this is why I think he might have been drunk, because he was kind of like, but he didn't smell like.
Hey.
Yeah, it was kind of like a great. Yeah, and then he was like, "What a Grim Reaper?" I was like, "What do you mean, man? It's just a shirt. I like it. Like I like Grim Reaper shit.
I don't want no problems."
But I'm like squared off with him. Like I like it. You know what I mean? Like, and he goes, "Why you like it?" And I'm like, but like he said it like fucking Dr. Phil, and I was just like, it's just part of music and band, and I gotta pee, blah, blah, blah. And I start walking in, and then he's just like and then like I'm walking in the bathroom, and like I like, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's cool, bro. Yeah, blah blah blah." And I start walking into the bathroom. I just like turn around. I'm like, I'm done with this guy. It was so weird. And I'm starting to walk into the bathroom, and then he starts talking to me and walking behind me. And I'm like, this motherfucker. He's probably also like,
I do not like when people walk directly behind me and I can't see you.
Directly behind me. And I couldn't see him because he was in the middle behind me. Not to like the left.
Yeah,
like
don't
you would
walk
normal
outside of my peripheral and be trying to get up on me.
Right. And so like I'm still kind of like the Grim Reaper thing.
Yeah.
Like how he,
his
but then like
attitude.
he was like nice, and then like I was like, I don't need to explain myself to this fucking dude. But like I was also like, I also don't need to get in a fight in the front office of Walmart with 100 cameras and all these witnesses, and like it's just not good for anyone. You know what I mean? Like I also just don't even get in a fight in general.
Lose.
Yeah, it's no like there's no right. So I go pee to the urinal because the stalls were closed. I didn't even want to try. I just like went to the urinal. I had to pee so bad, and I pee, and he like comes up and he pees in the urinal next to me.
What?
And then he was just like, "Yeah, I grew up Catholic," and I was like,
"Fuck."
And he goes, "But not anymore." And he starts laughing, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And at this point, I'm laughing to myself because I'm like, did he just say "but not anymore"? Start laughing like a villain?
Yeah.
Right. And so I have a really shy bladder. Like, well, I can talk about it on another podcast, but like I cannot pee like in interactions with people.
Really?
And I was laughing so hard it took me out of the element. Like in my mind, I was laughing. I immediately started peeing. Like there was like no problem. And so then like he starts and then he's like. And then so I got peeing, and like I put it, and I you know step away from the urinal, and like I'm zipping up my pants, and I look around, and his ass is out.
What?
He's facing around away from me. His pants are halfway down.
Is he still peeing?
No, he's away from the urinal. I turn around, he's behind me. His ass is out. His shirt is over his head, and he goes, "Bro, do you think they could cover up this Virgin Mary tattoo?" And he had the shittiest Virgin Mary tattoo on his back. But he's 3 feet from me. Big 40, 35-year-old Mexican dude, like a stranger man, you know, like,
what?
And his ass is just like out,
and
it's weird.
Fuck people do
and
attract.
And he's like swaying, like I'm like, dude, you're not even like standing up well at this point. And his tattoo, and I was like, yeah, bro, you'd be good. And I just like walked right by him, and I'm like in my mind laughing so hard. I'm like, there was just a stranger's ass. Like this is just.
I just got mooned.
I'm like, this is a great story. Like I love this. And I start washing my hands, and he washes his hands next to me, and he follows me out of the fucking bathroom, and he's like, maybe I'll go to your guys' place again. And then he was like, where is it? And then I was like, Rebel Muse. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, man, have a good day. And he was like, and he was like, bro, peace. And like,
that's crazy weird.
I was just like, I went from I'm gonna have to fight someone to okay, you're following me in the bathroom to you're laughing like a villain, and now I see you partially nude.
And now I know you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
regardless of what drugs you might be on. That's
that
hilarious.
guy is definitely slightly erect.
That is slightly erect.